throw there going to be incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
On the handoff.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Now 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just could gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Take it at the 37. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. Here we go. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles 6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 11. Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here we go.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the 49er 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. White.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down and 10.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 60 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come on the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. That's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Down and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, There wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 45. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now Gold for the extra point.
Point after.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Niners 24, Eagles 19. Robbie Gould to kick off for Central.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down and 3.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. First down and more for Jackson. And this is caught by Jackson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having 2 if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.